All right, we just wrapped up the night here, finished game 3. We're here with PJ Hairston, former UNC Tar Heel. Go Tar Heels. PJ, talk to us about, Disney Runs and kind of this whole event and, what brought you here and what it kind of means to the community and the game of basketball.
Man, this is actually my first game. I had went back to North Carolina for a little bit to spend time with some family, but Jordan Ducks has been trying to get me up here to play for a while, and I told him I'd leave because I'm going back tomorrow. So I told him I'd play tonight, get a feel. But man, it's a great run. I mean, it's pros. He's playing with pros out here, man. It's fun. Like, I miss it, and it was just good to get my feet wet again, out here and just showcasing. I can still shoot the ball, so
definitely can do that.
That was. I mean, it's fun, man, and for the community, when we got here, it was barely somewhere to sit. So, like, for all these people to be out here just to watch, just to get the kids something to do, just give everybody some good basketball to watch for 3 great games, man. That's great for the city, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So talk to us about, like, kind of what you're doing right now. I know you said you're getting your feet wet, getting back to playing. What's PJ Hairston up to right now?
Training with Jordan Delk, man. It's crazy because you think me and Jordan known each other for 15, 20 years. I met him in October last year. And,
wow, okay.
And we had been talking about, getting me back into the rhythm, getting me back in playing shape, and getting somewhere overseas, G League, NBA, whatever it is, just to get my foot back in the door. And I mean, it's all thanks to him, because I swear, like I tell people this all the time. It's good to have somebody around you that believes in you more than you believe in yourself. And he's one of those guys. He stays positive no matter what the circumstance is, and he's always there for me. And if I need an ear, if I need somebody to talk to, I can call him, because I'm never down on myself. Even in a workout, I might miss my first 3. I really don't get frustrated, but you can kind of read my face. Like, you can read it when I'm like, all right now, like, because I hate when I miss 3 in a row. Like, that's been my thing since I've started shooting the ball. If I miss 3 in a row, I'm gonna get pissed. Like, so.
Especially when that ball go long, you gotta go chase it after.
So, as a UNC fan and big Roy Williams fan, I gotta ask. Give me, like, just one cool story or something that we got to know about Roy as a coach, or maybe as a person that you experienced with him.
I wouldn't say I wouldn't say a good story. It's not a bad story, but the one time my freshman year, we went down to Florida State and lost by 30. we got back. He didn't say nothing to nobody.
Not a word.
We had practice the next day, walked in the gym. There were no basketballs in the gym.
It'd be the worst.
All defense for 2.5 hours. As soon as it was over, he sat in his chair on the side, opened a newspaper and said, "Now y'all gonna run until I get tired." I swear, and that's the most I've ever ran in my life. I swear.
Oh man.
So
go ahead, Eli.
I do got to ask on that standpoint of it from the other side. Like, obviously, there's the video that always goes around of Roy when he's walking into the locker room doing his little strut and stuff.
Yeah.
Was he there was the 2 sides where, like, there was definitely the upbeat, having fun and all that too.
Oh yeah.
And
Anytime we beat State, Duke, Wake Forest, any of those teams right there in that triangle, it's a celebration, because he wants to beat them. He hates red. He hates royal blue. And he hates black and gold. So, anytime we beat one of them, it's gonna be a good time in the locker room.
The dancing was coming out.
Oh yeah, and that's why when you ever see him, like, everybody's waiting at the door. And everybody's already jumping because they know he's coming in.
So talk about the experiences in the gyms you played in. Obviously, the UNC Duke game is probably insane, but other than that, what's the crazy environment you played in?
You know what's crazy? Everybody thinks Duke is like the craziest gym I played in. Like, I think it's Maryland.
Really?
Yeah,
Maryland. I done heard that.
Dude, I swear, like, me and Des Wells were best friends. Like, we went to Hargrave together, and he ended up going to Xavier first, but he transferred to Maryland, and I ended up playing against him there. I don't know if he gave him my information or what, but they had, like, pictures of my girlfriend at the time. Like, they had her phone number. They had my phone number. They had my parents' phone number. Like, they had everything on like this, just holding. I'm like, yo, and then it's kind of, their student section is right on the court.
Yeah.
So, like, they're not kind of like how Duke is, but it's kind of like you can feel them like this, like touching you. And it's, bro, I think Maryland's the crazy, but of course Duke is wild too. So
that's crazy. I haven't heard Maryland before.
Yeah,
it's definitely
I'll go Maryland, Duke, State.
Okay.
That's my 3.
Okay, Maryland Duke State. Okay.
I was about to ask how you gonna rank them, but there you go.
Yeah, Maryland Duke State. That's my 3.
Okay, rank NBA arenas then.
I'll go MSG, San Antonio.
Maybe.
Oh.
With the
They're
big
passionate
girls.
down there.
San Antonio, and I played against them in the playoffs when I was in Memphis. We got swept when they had Kawhi, Tim Duncan, Tony Parker,
Dang.
Ginobili. Crowd was insane. And OKC when they had KD.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That
Yeah.
crowd.
You had a good
Yeah.
time. You had a good time.
Yeah, OKC, yeah.
Oh, I love
So-
that. Yeah.
You been playing in any other programs around here?
No, this is the first one I played in. What's the other
The
one?
Legends League?
Yeah, I'm supposed to
Yeah.
play in that one too. So I'm gonna go back home for probably like a week, and I'll be back next week. I'm gonna try to get back. I have a league back home. The championship is the 11th, and we played in the Elite 8 tonight. So I'm gonna find out if we won or not, and if we lost, I'm probably just gonna come back up here with JD on the 9th and come play that night too. So yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. There you go.
Perfect.
So one thing we always ask, we're Bucket List Sports podcast, so we got to ask you. We kind of already asked, what's your best arenas that you played in, but even as like a player or maybe a fan, what's one sporting event that you want to go to that's on a bucket list?
This might sound crazy because
We've heard a lot.
this might sound crazy because it's Duke, North Carolina. I want to go to a Michigan Ohio State football game.
Ooh,
That's a
there
good
you
one.
go.
Like
That's a
I
really
want to go to that. Like
Where at though?
Yeah, what's your arena?
Either one. I mean, of course, Ohio State's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
so I mean,
Big
either
house,
one. Like, when you watch it on TV, it's not as loud as it seems.
Yeah.
But like, I know people that have been, and they're like, dude, you have to like wear earplugs, kind of, because it's like your ears are ringing the whole time. Like anything that happens, your ears are ringing. So, I think that or a Yankees and a Red Sox game.
Okay. There we
Like,
go.
I'll go there too.
What's the biggest event you've been to already?
Biggest event that I've been to.
Or your favorite, I guess. It might be a better one. There's a little
When
more
I was
feelings behind
when
it.
I was doing my draft workouts in Chicago, I went to the on the run tour, Jay-Z and Beyonce.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
there you
that's
go.
awesome.
That was tough, and
Yeah.
my agent at the time got me
Shout out
like
Jay.
the VIP seats, so I was sitting in the what's the thing called, the booths,
box.
yeah, the box
Yeah,
seats.
yeah.
Dude, yeah, that was the time.
Oh, that's lit.
And that was like my first ever like concert as an adult, because I had went to they have this thing in Greensboro, North Carolina called Super Jam.
Oh yeah.
And
I
I
heard
had
about
went,
that.
yeah, and I went when I was like 8 or 9, because that's when Lil Bow Wow was like the
Lil Bow
thing.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that was like my first ever concert. But my first concert as an adult, I went to the On the Run tour in
Yeah,
Chicago.
That's a great
yeah.
concert.
That's
That's two for your first
Yeah.
one. I know you was
That's awesome.
Oh man, it was lit, bro. It was lit.
That was a tone.
I love that. That's awesome. So I do have one more question I was curious about too. I know being born in North Carolina and growing up there, was it always like UNC? Like were there other like Carolina schools like NC State, Duke, or in there that were a choice, or
The only
when you were getting recruited?
It was Wake Forest.
Wake Forest?
Wake Forest and North Carolina were really the ones that were recruiting me hard.
Okay.
But it's crazy because I wasn't going to North Carolina. Nobody really knows it, but I was going to Florida.
Oh.
And Shaka Smart was recruiting me.
Yeah.
And he ended up taking the VCU job. So
Oh yeah.
right after he did that, I was like, I'm not going there. And I didn't have a bad relationship with Billy Donovan or anything. It was just Shaka was my guy.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, once he left, I mean, I didn't really have a choice. So that's when North Carolina came in the picture, and Florida started recruiting Bradley Beal. So, because the top 3 shooting guards in the country in my class were Austin Rivers, Bradley Beal, and me.
Okay.
So, like, it was like once I was like, I'm not going there, they started recruiting him. He ended up committing Florida. So,
That's crazy how that pans out.
yeah.
It's crazy how kind of like it's a ripple effect of everything.
Right,
After
for
one
sure.
drops.
Awesome. Hey, well, we really appreciate you coming.